Hey everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today I've got a product from Netvue. This is their Orb Pro indoor IP pan, zoom, and tilt camera. You can check it out on Amazon or at Netvue's website for about $49.99, which is a great price for this particular camera. We're going to get into all the specs on this in just a second, and I'll be right back. Okay, so when we take a look at the back, there's going to be some of the highlights here. It's got a 3 megapixel sensor at 2K resolution. It does support night vision, two-way audio, so audio to the camera and back from the camera, pan and tilt, up to 8x zoom. 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi is supported, and no 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. It does have a spot for a micro SD card slot. There are a few options that you can do with that, or you can go with a subscription from them to store everything on the cloud as well. So it does have an app for the App Store and Google Play, so you can use this with iOS devices and of course with Google devices as well. Okay, so this is what you get once you get everything out of the box. Of course, you're going to get the main unit itself, and it's a nice little compact, sleek unit that I will go over in just a little bit after we cover everything that comes in the box. You're going to get a fairly long micro USB to USB power cable. Of course, it does need to be plugged in because it doesn't have a built-in battery, but it's nice that they give you a longer cord. They do give you some mounting hardware as well as the screws and this disc, of course, in case you want to mount this upside down, maybe on the ceiling or something like that, or on the wall, you can do that. So they do give you all the necessary hardware for that as well. Now, of course, they do give you a plug-in as well. This is going to be your AC to USB, and it's going to be a 5 volt at 1 amp, so it's just a basic travel charger. You can use any one you want, but they do supply it for it, so you might as well use the one that comes with it. Now, they do give you an Orb Pro quick guide. It is written in English, and it is well laid out. I do like how they have this laid out here for you. This is going to show you parts of the camera itself, how to set it up, and also a QR code that you can go and download the app for the App Store or Google Play, depending on what you're going to use it on. So let's take a look at the camera itself. Now, this is a pan and tilt camera. It does 360 degrees, and it's the base that turns. So that's interesting. I like that. And then, of course, you have your tilt here as well, up to 180 degrees. And cleverly, they've hidden the SD card slot in the tilt area here, which I'll show you right now. So you can see right here, if we flip the tilting portion up, you're going to reveal the micro SD card slot, which is great for local storage if you want to forego getting a cloud storage. You don't need either if you're just going to spot check, but if you have motion detection on and you want to catch those, you can just easily put in a micro SD card slot and then go back and review it at a later time. So again, super sleek. All around, I really do like the design of this unit here. On the back, we're going to have a couple different things. You're going to have a speaker. You're also going to have your power plug-in and a Wi-Fi and reset button. The speaker is great for two-way audio, so I can speak into the phone or whatever device that I'm using to actually talk to the camera, and I have, of course, a mic in the camera that you can see underneath the actual lens of the camera there, and that will pick up sound and transmit it back to me. So the two-way audio is a very nice feature to have. Okay, so once you have this set up and you open up the app, you'll have to log in with your existing account or create an account with Netvue. You can see that I'm using Dr. Strange in the background here, and you can use this in portrait or landscape mode. In landscape mode, you'll have to slide across the screen to pan and tilt. But it works really well, and you can see that it's super responsive as far as being able to pan and tilt back and forth. Just super simple and easy to use. It's something that works very, very well. Nice focus. That 8x zoom is super crystal clear with that H.265 compression. and the fact that it's at 2K resolution. So again, Doctor Strange comes in perfectly and nice and clear. Now I like the app. You can see there's a few different things you can do. You can set it to auto, HD, or SD, depending on if you're on cellular and you don't want to use up a lot more bandwidth, that type of thing. And of course you have this mic button as well, so you can speak into the phone, and of course your voice will come out on the camera, and vice versa. So you'll be able to hear, say you're away from home or something like that, or you're upstairs and you want to talk to somebody that's at your door or something like that, you can do that, or kids maybe downstairs. If you click the camera icon, you will be able to capture still pictures like I just did there, and then you can also capture video as well to the local device that you're viewing on. So I can do it right to my phone. I don't have to worry about any SD cards or cloud storage at that juncture. And then of course we have the portrait mode, which has a dial type pan and a tilt. You've got that there, so you can use it in portrait mode as well. It's more enjoyable, I think, to use it in landscape mode, but that's just a personal preference. If you want to go from pan and tilt to speak, it's got a bigger button for your mic there to speak back and forth. So again, you've got a lot of scenarios where if you have, maybe it's an indoor camera, so it's most likely going to be for communicating maybe with your kids or your pets, in another room, or a third floor, or a downstairs or an upstairs type of situation. And overall, they did a really good job. Now, this also supports night mode as well, and I'll show you right now the night mode quality that you'll get out of this camera. So this is a totally dark room. You can see that I'm still focused in on Doctor Strange, and the night view works very, very well. You can see a little bit of distortion from the LEDs that will help the night mode, but the picture is still very clear. So for night vision, this works very well. Of course, I can still pan and tilt and zoom wherever I want to. So if I need to go maybe look down the hallway, you can see that as I'm looking down a hallway, everything starts to lighten up a little bit more so that I get that direction. Now you're going to get about 30 feet out of this, and it's so clear that if you needed to capture something at night, you wouldn't have a problem being able to see it. And again, that zoom is just really nice, super clear and crisp. So overall, the night vision also does a really great job. So there you go, that's my review of the Netvue Orb Pro. And for the price, this is a sub $50 indoor IP camera. The 2K resolution and the H.265 image quality is what surprised me the most. So you get pan and tilt and zoom, which is really great, but you get a really good quality of picture out of this for something that's $50 and under. So this is definitely going to be a thumbs up from me. The Netvue Orb Pro IP, a PTZ camera. You can check it out at Netvue or on Amazon. I'll have those links in the description below as usual for you guys to check out. If you guys have any questions or comments about this camera, please leave them in the comment section below. Remember to like, and if you guys have not subscribed yet, please do so, because that always helps me out. And I'll check you guys out on the next video.